Sir, we have to do something about UFC 6 soon. The streets are calling. What do you mean? Why aren't they on Battlefield 6? Sir, please, it's been 2 years since we made a new UFC game. Last time we had COVID to back us. Fine, but after this, I'm blowing some of this Battlefield 6 money on a new marble flooring for the office. Okay, sir. Well, looking at the EA forums, there's been a pretty solid list provided. A full set of deep, meaningful tutorials. Please don't make the whole game overly simplified only to cater to new players. Give us dedicated, in-depth tutorials for striking, grappling, clinch, transitions, denials, submissions, etc. in a robust practice mode. Please don't lock tutorials behind career mode. That makes no sense. Bring back the skill challenges from UFC 3. Time drills, challenges, etc. and pro tips. That's how people really learn the game. Not watching a cutscene and doing one forced combo. Make it engaging and rewarding to train outside of career. For new and experienced players to sharpen their skills. Teach basics of MMA. Sir? Are you paying attention? Huh? Yeah, go ahead. Honestly, UFC 3 should be a case study. I get that a lot changed behind the scenes. New team, new director, new engine maybe. But it shows. UFC 3 just made sense around the board. Balanced striking, technical grappling, perk system that actually mattered, skill gap that rewarded learning, clean UI, tons of small features that added up. This isn't hate, just honest feedback. UFC 4 and 5 felt like they took steps away from what made UFC 3 great. Can we try to add BC to the game though? Forums also highlighted alter ego fighters. However, they thought that it needed more substance. The idea is great, no doubt, but the implementation is a bit mid. Right now, it's just a new skin with slightly boosted stats and a different stance, if any. Prime Anderson and late career Anderson shouldn't just have different speeds. They should feel like different fighters, even if it's subtle to reflect their actual ego at the time. So they want more Rampage alter egos? Okay. I think I can do that. Fix the lead collar tie mechanic. You guys should just remove this altogether. No one should be able to repeatedly grab a lead collar whenever they want just to automatically get thrown out of it. That's not realistic, and it's one of the biggest issues in the game. People use it to spam and get out of bad situations. Make clinch entries more timing and range based. In real UFC fights, you don't see guys constantly slipping into collar ties every 5 seconds mid-exchange. Clinch should be as dominant as the ground game with potential to do big damage. Think Kamaru Usman vs. Tyron Woodley, or more recently, Bo Nickel vs. RDR. The option should be there if that's someone's strategy. Boring! Rework head movement mechanics. The most used counter in the game is still the same unrealistic lean back, uppercut, or hook. It's been the go-to for years and it feels stale. Revamp the sway system to feel more dynamic and natural. Movement should have momentum and rhythm, not just a snapback with a perfectly timed nuke. Add dynamic sway that's perhaps momentum based. Let head movement be contextual and punish predictable use. But how is this going to make me more money though? Fighter perks need to matter, and we need more of them. UFC 3 had perks that actually change your playstyle depending on who you picked or how you created your calf. Some examples: negative reinforcement, levels 1 through 5, delayed the opponent's stamina regen by 12% after defending a takedown. Game changer, level 3, drop the opponent's chin rating by 3 after a clean knockdown. Wrestle clinic, fluidity, El Guapo, heavy hands, ground and pound, Russian presence, and more. These perks meant something and had an impact on an opponent when used accordingly. They make you fight a certain way. They weren't just background numbers. They were part of the strategy. You also had perk levels that indicated how proficient a fighter was in a skill, another small detail that's missing now. In the current game, perks feel like filler, and they are. They don't change anything noticeably, and don't really encourage adapting your gameplay. Bring back the old system or evolve it in a way that builds off what UFC 3 had. That game nailed it. Hey, remember, whatever you do, make sure it doesn't cost me a lot of money. Yeah, so that marble floor, I'm gonna need that ASAP. Yeah, I got Battlefield 6 money, gang. I know the SMGs need to be nerfed.